don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the free sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 long as I got stuff for most of them solved. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's.
What is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. Welcome to the Friday show, the Friday episode of the show. Why is my camera like that? I don't like that.
Well, fix it.
Looks like I'm fucking bald. Fuck,
Oh,
man.
bald.
I gotta cover up my bald spot here.
No damn bald spot.
Yeah, dude. You know where I got it from, too? I got it from Jack, bro. When I was a sophomore, he took his nail and he like fucking dug right into my hair, and ever since then, no more hair grew there. It's kind of depressing.
Look,
Anyway.
Hopefully that does not expand further.
Yeah, right. Yeah, guys, what is going on? We're back here with episode 54 of Notorious Unscripted, and we're back with the news, man. We're back with like I said, episode 54 of the news, and we got some interesting stories here today for you guys. Yeah, man. So without further ado, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how this podcast works. Monday, we have Notorious Unscripted, and Fridays, we're on here with the news, as you can see. Also, if this is your first time watching with the new layout, let us know what you guys think about the new look of the podcast. It's we're getting used to it, but it's still fairly new, I guess. But
Yeah.
So
Looks really good.
yeah, dude, for sure. So Yeah. Also, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know who we are here at the Notorious podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this show, and as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. It's going good. Just chilling, doing the normal shit, man. I mean, fucking oh yeah, I told you this. Got my background check and drug test from Home Depot, man. So pretty soon I'm gonna start working there, bro. Really almost fucked up, bro.
Oh my god.
The fuck, man. But yeah, bro, I can't wait to start to relate to your Home Depot struggles. We just
Oh, dude, I
complain about
can't
Home
wait.
Depot during our parties, bro. But yeah, bro, I mean, shit's been good, man. Shit's been really good, bro. But what about you, bro? How have you been?
Yeah, man, I've been good. I've been good, bro. It's just been in the process of getting that license, bro.
Mhm.
So yeah, just been doing those classes because
Nice.
I was dumb in high school, man, and never showed up to school. So by default, they failed me from driver's ed, man. So now I gotta do
Damn.
it the hard way. But yeah, kids, don't take after me, man. Don't be dumb in high school. Just go to school. Um,
Especially when it comes to driving. Everything else, fuck it. Make sure you guys get your driving shit done.
oh,
That's the real shit.
for sure, bro. Looking back, well, this is probably just the way we are, man. But like looking back, the only thing that I was like the only thing that I can look back at and be like, damn, like I really needed that. Like school wise, I mean, like I met a teacher there who
Mhm.
was like fucking awesome, and he taught like just regular life shit, just like stuff outside of school. He was a history teacher,
Mhm.
and he taught like regular life shit, man. But other than him, which is a very valuable experience from high school, the only thing I look back at, I'm like, damn, I could actually look back and be like, damn, I really needed that was driver's ed.
Exactly, bro.
You
Holy
know
fucking shit.
you know what did help for me though was
Hmm.
Photoshop class.
True. That's true as fuck though. That class was really good. Taught me a
Yeah.
lot of shit I would not have learned otherwise.
But oh, for sure, bro. But then again, it's like the thing is though, like most of the stuff we do, well, it's not on Photoshop, and we, me, the thing is about me and you though, like we were exploring with that kind of shit when we were in like seventh
Always,
grade, bro.
literally, bro, always did that type of shit, man.
You
So
know,
that was basically just a bonus for us. We just learned a couple extra shit that
right?
we could use what we use, you know what I mean? But yeah, bro. Other than that, in art, because that was the best classes to watch movies in. Other than that, bro, I ain't need none of it.
Yeah, man. So don't be stupid like me and miss driver's ed. Um,
You guys are gonna
valuable,
see one class, go to that one.
valuable lesson from the
Truly.
notorious heel. Okay, man. All right, just to kick the show off, dude. Did you watch SmackDown, bro?
Sadly, I did. Every week, I'd say, sadly, I watch SmackDown on
Yeah,
Fox.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. What are
What'd you
you,
think,
man?
man? Yeah, bro. I watched it, man. You know,
God.
why do why do I feel like we see the same shit every week on
Every
Friday
week,
Night
bro.
SmackDown? Like dead ass, bro. I feel like I've seen Otis and Chad Gable wrestle Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio for like 7 weeks
Fucking
straight now,
exactly. I was about to
bro.
say like 6 weeks. And
Dude, I don't know. I'm losing my mind watching that match, bro. Like seriously, man, it's really getting to me. Um,
seriously, man.
uh, some good things on the show. First three things that pop in my head, bro, is Roman, Bailey, and Aleister Black. Aleister
Only, yep,
Black. And
exactly.
well, I guess you could throw Daniel Bryan into that mix too, man. I guess Edge is going back to Raw. They have him listed as a Raw superstar
Oh, really?
on
Okay.
the WWE.com. So I wonder if he's going back to Raw, and if like the Royal Rumble just gave him the privilege to go over to SmackDown. But they'll
Could
probably
be
have
it.
Edge float. To be honest, I don't really
Oh,
see them
yeah.
keeping him on one show. But
Hmm.
um Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna bring up a draft now. I have to bring up a draft for one of our stories, bro.
Mm.
I don't know why that popped in my head now. Probably because we were talking about Edge floating. But anyway, um, dude, uh, what the fuck else happened on this show? Oh my god, bro, did you see that Nia Jackson Tamina? Dude, I was losing brain cells watching that shit.
Man, I went to go fucking do some shit in the kitchen, bro. Second I saw them two on my TV, I left my room. And the saddest part is, byproduct of that, I missed fucking Alistair Black's thing, and I had to watch it on Twitter because I fucking missed it.
Oh
I was like,
shit.
bro,
It,
I was
my
pissed,
fa-
and it's all Nia's fault.
my favorite part was the beginning when it like
Yeah.
showed like the candles and then
Mm-hmm.
it would go ha ha like his old theme song and then like
I
it would
think they
like
might be
flicker.
doing that.
Dude, they need to. That
They got to.
listen, I understand his not remaster, but his new theme song, not what is it called, Root of Evil, right?
Yeah.
By
It
yeah,
was Root of Evil.
the
Root
one
of all.
after the one after Root of All Evil, bro. That
Oh,
like
man.
Alistair Black. I
Oh,
understand it was hard and it was a hard rock song and it fits him, but
but so was Root
that's
of
like a
all
mosh
Evil.
pit song. His
Literally.
yeah, his song his Root of All Evil was like slow, but it was like hard rock at the same
Exactly.
time.
It
Like
made
it just
sense.
fit him. It
It
just
didn't
fit
need
his
to be
character.
fast paced. It did
Yeah,
not
bro.
need to be fast paced, bro. The
Bro,
slow hardness went crazy.
do you remember his entrance with that
Ah,
song where he would just fucking speed walk out there with his fucking eye patch and then he would stand on the
uh,
middle rope? Oh,
he looked so stupid during that time. I don't know if me, but I noticed his one eye is still weird. So I guess they're keeping the continuity with the eye. But other than that, I
was
think
it?
like it was like blue. Like he had like a he doesn't normally have blue eyes, does he? Because I
No,
saw the one.
I think he has brown.
Because and it was like a white. It was like Chicago flag blue was his one
Look,
eye. So I was
look,
like, I
guys,
guess
it's Aziz.
Commander
Oh yes,
Aziz.
sorry, Commander. Oh, bro, Commander
Bro,
Aziz.
they are really fucking up Apollo's act, bruh. I was
Oh,
really into Apollo at first, man, but they're doing some fuck ass shit with him, bro. It's the same thing
oh
every week
yeah,
with Apollo. Same fucking thing. Gets
yeah.
in a
It's
ring with a
like
baby,
his
talks in fucking accent.
yeah, dude. His eye is like he's
Yeah,
got a little
blue.
black pupil.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's like baby blue.
Exactly.
I
I was
couldn't
like,
really tell, to be honest.
same. It's better than fucking just a white ass eye for no reason.
Yeah,
Even though by all logic, if you got your eye ripped out, why would you have your eye and just it be
yeah,
blind? That's not how eyesight works. Oh man. No.
yeah, bro. But uh, man, so I mean, it, it's hard not to talk about the main thing on SmackDown, but I'm gonna save that till the end of the show.
Yeah.
But Daniel Bryan, bro, oh man, uh,
The news connects, bro.
oh,
Is that gonna be the last story we talk about? Because I think it should be.
oh
That
yeah,
Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
that's the main event, bro. That's the main
Smack
event for
that for
sure.
tonight.
Um, yeah, God, I can't even tell you what happened on this show, dude. We got Seth
Fuck.
walking out, Mister um former Messiah walking out, Mr. Seth Drippin' Rollins walking out on main event, Jey Uso,
Oh,
bro, his
God.
new shirt, dude. Jey Uso just makes me laugh, bro. It
Bro,
says
I
main
love
event
this.
Jey Uso on the back of his shirt, and he was in the opening match, bro. Bro, dude,
Dude.
like I don't know, man. Something about Jey Uso, bro, just makes me laugh.
Bro,
He's just
he's so hype for
yeah,
no reason.
he's just so hyper. I don't know, man. He
It
just
was a
cracks me
rabid
up.
dog. Like in that fucking Edge segment when Edge walked in our locker room
Oh my,
when my brother was acting like
what
he had rabies.
what you get lost, Oos? what?
Bro, what? No one fucking lost. And
and
he
then and
talks
then
to fucking
and then
cousin.
he's sitting on the couch like this.
Mm.
He's like, and Roman's like, I'm gonna let the pit bull off the leash, and you just see him in the background just like jittering.
What the fuck is he gonna do? Start shanking his ass? What the fuck does that mean? Let the
Yeah, I was
pit
waiting
bull
for
out.
him to start fucking barking. Like, what the fuck?
Looks like he was about to in that fucking segment, bro.
Oh man,
Jimmy Sauce
yeah,
just funny as hell, bro. Where is
yeah.
Jimmy? Come on, bro.
Bro, I'm waiting on that. Like, I thought,
Literally.
I thought he was gonna return at Mania to help Roman, or to take out, help Jay take out
Somebody.
Edge and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Then I might have thought he would have returned tonight because Roman was mentioning like always he was telling him to like always watch their back and they never know how much people are against them. So I thought he was gonna come back tonight. Maybe he's gonna be there next week to
I can see it.
help Jay cost Bryan, but they're gonna have to definitely. And being that this is a Paul Heyman project, I hope that they do. But I hope that they make sense out of it because the last time we seen Jimmy, he hated Roman because Jay
Exactly.
was still against Roman at the time.
Exactly.
So,
And he was helping his brother, and he used him as leverage with Jay. So it's like, they're gonna have to explain the fuck out of that.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, dude, for sure. But uh, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm waiting on it. But God, what else happened on this fucking show?
Fuck, there was something else. Can't fucking remember it
Oh
though.
yeah, Kevin Owens and Apollo Crews. So that
Um,
was
that was it.
I didn't expect. You know what though?
No. Hmm.
I may have expected Kevin Owens to win. I was sitting here, and when I heard that match, I was like, damn. Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder if like Vince McMahon may have already gave up on Apollo, and maybe
I
he
can see
wants
it.
to move the IC title over to Sammy and Kevin's feud. So I was like,
But,
damn, no way they already done gave up on the guy after
oh, I
they.
can see that. I'm surprised I haven't.
I am too, dude. I really thought before going into that, I was like, damn, I was like,
Hmm.
that's fucked. I was
That's
like, that's
fucked,
fucked.
bro.
But then all that happened, so I was like, oh, okay. And then we ended up seeing the return of Big E, and apparently, I don't know why. I don't know why they're not saving it for the pay per view. I don't know what they're trying to compete with next week, but
Yeah. They're
there's a
stacking next week.
yeah, there's a what is it? IC title match and a Universal
Mhm.
title match.
Like,
But yeah, I don't know why they're not saving that for the pay per view, but whatever. Man, I
just
really wish WWE would do pay per views 5 times a year. I just think it
bro,
flows better. Like
it was
imagine,
way better.
yeah, dude, imagine WWE with Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, and or King of the Ring, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam.
That would be dope,
Like
bro.
yeah, because then it would make sense for them to stack these Smackdowns. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it would make sense for them to stack them, but like they stack them now and they're 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever out from a pay per view. It's like okay, and then when the pay per view comes, they give us this dog shit. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
It's like, bro, just at least, if not five, at least do like only like 7 a year. At least
Right,
split it out a little bit more.
right.
One every month is doing way too much, bro. Way
Yeah.
too fucking much.
Oh hell yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, man. But yeah, I guess we could move it on with our stories.
Let's get to the news, bro.
So the first story I want to bring up, let me pull it up here. All right. Uh, Okay. Wait. What the heck? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. I guess I didn't save it. Oh, good thing I know the account. Okay. So, uh, according to PW Insider, they're reporting that Mia Yim, aka Reckoning, and Shane Thorne, aka Slapjack, have been quietly moved over to SmackDown after the Retribution breakup at Fastlane. There is no word yet as if Mia Yim will be retaining her current Reckoning character, or if she will go back to being Mia Yim. And same thing for Shane Thorne. There's no word on if he will keep being Slapjack or if he will go back to being Shane Thorne or whatever, bro. This is the topic where I wanted to bring up a draft. So nobody, I mean, who cares? Mia Yim could be great for SmackDown, but I really don't think they'll use her. I hate to burst a lot of people's bubble, bro. I do not think that it could, but I do not think this means Keith Lee's moving to SmackDown. Now it could, but you guys got to understand, until August, they're running out of the same building. So they're really not causing any complications for anybody. You know what I mean? They're with each other all week except for one day.
Exactly.
2 days if fucking Keith Lee goes back to work. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it could mean that Keith Lee's moving over to SmackDown, but then again, you guys got to take into consideration they're going to be in that arena until August. And even if they are on separate brands at August, they have 2 months to go until the draft, and WWE will easily put them back together unless they hate your relationship.
Exactly.
Like they did to Charlotte and Andrade. Remember that?
God, they literally, Charlotte said herself that they tried to break them up multiple times. And I was like, wow, that's fucked.
Damn, where'd she say that at?
I don't remember, but I remember that she explained that management was not a fan of them dating and tried to, like, ask them apart, you know what I mean? By putting them on separate brands, allowing them to work with each other. I remember she said something like that.
You know why that is? It's because they didn't like Andrade.
Nope.
And they didn't want.
Yeah,
and they knew if they didn't push him, then they knew if they didn't push him, and Andrade eventually, well, like now today, said, "Fuck this company, I want to leave." Charlotte was most likely going to be following behind him. I guarantee you that's why, because I don't understand how a guy puts on the greatest singles match in WWE history and Vince McMahon sees nothing in him. What fucking sense, dude? But anyway,
the fucking TV every week,
yeah,
every week makes me see a bias every fucking week.
Remember how much we would hear that? Remember how much we would hear news of, and this is even when he was Constable. We would hear news of WWE believes that Corbin is a guy that can put asses in seats. Like, bro.
Yeah. No, he's not. It's Corbin.
Fucking, bro, no.
Even when he was decent, no one gave a fuck about Corbin. Even in his lone wolf days, no one gave a shit about Baron Corbin.
Even when he was the lone wolf, and I hate to say this, man, this guy was no more than an IC or US champion.
Oh, no.
100%.
He was never a fucking world champion, ever.
Like, would I like to see Baron Corbin as WWE champion over Jinder Mahal at the time? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I would have.
100%.
He was cool at the time, and look who the champion was. It was Jinder fucking Mahal. But would I take Baron Corbin over a guy like Bray or a guy like AJ? I just wouldn't.
No. God, no.
The only reason everybody was pissed off that when Corbin lost the briefcase was because Jinder was champ. Plain and simple.
Jinder gone. And people were like, well, Corbin's someone that could take it from him. Please take it from him. And he did that. So, yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah, bro. But, oh yeah, so back to this Mia Yim situation, man, and Slapjack moving over to SmackDown. I think I really do believe, and they do this shit every year after WrestleMania, bro. Not really with bigger people, but with like people like them, they always move them. Ladies and gentlemen, why the fuck is there a draft in October? Look at how stupid that makes the Survivor Series look. I mean, think about it, people. I mean, come on now. Look at you do the whole year working for Monday Night Raw, right? And then you go over to then you go over to SmackDown, and you go over to SmackDown, and you work the Survivor Series for a brand that you haven't been on the whole year. So I don't know, man. Is that just me, or does that not make any fucking sense whatsoever?
Do it sometime after Mania, right before the summer starts. Something like that. That's when you do the
100%.
draft.
Yeah, 100%. Right after, just like they used to do. They used to do it until they moved to
Yeah.
Fox. I remember 2019, they did the big draft where they SmackDown's biggest acquisition, and it was fucking Roman Reigns. Um, and and then they went on to do a draft. What is that? April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months later. What?
Bro,
Why you were just moving on to a new network? Why did you have to do a whole draft? And then
it makes
and then
sense.
after that, do it in that time of the year every year after that. Like, bro, a draft in October just doesn't make sense. Like I said, how fucking stupid do those Survivor Series teams look? You know what I mean? Like, shit just does not make any sense, man. It really, really does not. Man, I was watching this video the other day. And I think it was one of Plana's videos, and he was talking about, and I can't agree with him anymore, bro.
Oh no, he's fucking.
WWE needs to do an off season. I have to agree with the man, bro. Like, WWE, like, think about. Now, this isn't how he booked it. I just heard. Well, I just hear him say this all the time. But how I would do it, bro. WWE has that gap after Mania where they go on fucking autopilot and they don't give a shit what's booked. They don't give a shit how anything looks. They just don't care. They just don't care, right? So why don't you just take that time off and come back?
Shit for the whole year.
Yeah, bro, why don't you just take that time off how I would book it? I would take that time off like between April, which is Mania, and August, which is SummerSlam. You have probably about like the end of June, beginning of July in there. I would within those months you have off. I would do a draft in like the end of May, and then like I said, at the end of June, beginning of July, you bring it back, but you bring it back with King of the Ring. So you have a Raw bracket, and then you have a SmackDown bracket, and they obviously they all are going a tournament, and the winner faces the champion, whoever won the championship at WrestleMania at SummerSlam, bro, and you build to that. That's how I would do it, man. We're already off to a pretty bad start, bro. And like I said, I don't understand why they do a draft in October when they always quietly move people after Mania. Like, it's almost like WWE knows, like, oh man, I want our I wish our drafts were back where they used to be. Well, why the fuck are you doing them in October? Doesn't make any sense, bro. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really wish that the draft concept would be brought back in the summer, preferably after Mania, like how it used to be every year. Because after Mania, everything's supposed to be. After Mania, everything should feel refreshed. After WrestleMania, we're not supposed to feel like we were watching the same. We were watching the same fucking product the whole summer.
Exactly.
But in other words, why does everything have to feel fresh after fucking Clash of Champions? The fuck? Who cares?
No sense.
But yeah, they quietly moved Mia Yim and Shane Thorne back, or not back to SmackDown. They quietly moved them to SmackDown. And who cares, man? I just wish WWE did the draft better. And if they have such a problem with doing the draft, then I would have an off season and do the draft in a legit venue like actual sports drafts. Be pretty
Exactly,
cool.
bro.
Be a cool concept. You could have um uh well, I don't know. I don't know. You could probably have different people come out and draft. You could probably have like, I don't know. You could have Triple H come out and draft for Raw. You know, work as the commissioner. Say
Something like
not
that.
draft for Raw, but come out and like announce
Come
it. You
on.
know what I mean? You could
Yeah, I
make
feel
it.
like.
You could make it fun. You could make it fun.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly,
bro.
bro. Exactly, bro. They just their whole draft schedule and their format. They just no matter what time it is of the year, they'll just randomly move people for no reason, just because
Right.
they just fucking move people. It's the most annoying shit ever. And they moved Reckoning, Slapjack, or me and Shane Thorne to a SmackDown man. And what's gonna happen? If Mia Yim's back to being Mia Yim, she could definitely be an asset to SmackDown. But like, bro, what the fuck are they gonna do with Shane Thorne? What? That's even if they don't shorten his name to fucking Thorne, because he's gonna have the same first name as Shane McMahon, and Vince will probably not like that. So we're gonna have to hear Thorne. I'm surprised that wasn't his fucking retribution name, Thorne. But what the fuck is Shane Thorne gonna do on SmackDown all by himself? Definitely just send his ass back to NXT, bro. I'm surprised he specifically wasn't one of those releases, bro. He is like the most irrelevant member that was in Retribution. That was in Retribution, bro. I'm surprised, man. But me Jim's also moving to fucking SmackDown, man. I mean, I never really was a fan of Mia Yim, to be honest. I never saw the hype. She was always kind of cringy to
Yep.
me, but
Yep.
Mia Yim is a league is better than Reckoning. So if it's on SmackDown, bro, I'll take it. Fuck it, why not, man? But yeah, bro. These quiet ass moves, I hate these. At least announce it, bro. At least do something. Because
Yeah.
now we're
Make
gonna
a
have to
trade.
hear, yeah, make a trade, something. Now we're gonna have to hear on SmackDown they talk about, well, Reckoning was on Raw with me again. She's on SmackDown. We're gonna have to hear shit like that, man. I'm so sick of it, bro. I hate the fucking logic gaps. Makes no fucking sense, bro. And what are they gonna do with these two on their on SmackDown that they weren't ever gonna do on Raw? Well, I mean, me and him had no chance on Raw with fucking Charlotte there, so we all know that, man. But they're like she has much to do on fucking SmackDown. SmackDown's kind of filled up with Bianca, Sasha, Bailey, all them. What the fuck is me and him gonna do? She's just me there. Makes no fucking sense, man. And I hate their way of drafts, man. First of all, they don't do drafts. They did one recently. That was their most normal draft. But usually, it's just superstar shakeup. They just show up on the other brand, or they're just announced on Twitter. They go to brand, bro. Do drafts at a good time and make them feel special, bro. Do it. Make it like you said. Make it in a venue. Do a do have all the guys, girls, everybody have them there in the crowd and react live to where they're placed, bro. That shit would be dope, bro. That shit would be really good to have like older guys there. You have like Shawn Michaels be there for NXT UK. You have Triple H be there for NXT. You have fucking who knows who, fucking Kevin Dunn for Raw. I don't fucking know. Have fucking Paul Heyman for SmackDown. Something, bro.
Bruce Pritchard for Raw. This motherfucker,
Okay.
his dumbass would probably fucking draft people that have already been picked and shit.
Oh, his stupid ass, bro. But yeah, bro, they gotta learn to do a draft at the right time and in the right way, bro. Every time it's always just on Raw or SmackDown, and it just happens. This person's going here. This person do a formal draft event. Put it on Peacock, bro. You need views. Have them do it on a random ass Saturday and just fucking do it, bro. Set up the venue. I mean, we're still in fucking the Thunderdome, so it's gonna be easy to set up. Do it the same thing you did the Hall of Fame. Just set up a bunch of chairs, fucking have the screens on, and just go for it. Something at least, bro. I want to see live reactions. a draft can be really interesting in this company with the fucking big ass roster they at least once had that they kind of have now, but fucking slowly dwindling. It's bro, their whole draft system's fucked. Their whole format of moving people sucks, and the people they move just makes no sense to move in the first place. Why are you moving medium and slapjack? Makes no fucking sense, man. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that shit. They gotta do better in every element from the draft, the timing of the draft, especially where they do them, and when they randomly move people, at least do something with it, bro. Have it be a trade, have it be fucking, I don't know, something, bro. But they gotta just be a little more for a $1 billion company that prides itself in being formal and whatnot. They are very informal when it comes to anything booking wise. So that's my fucking take on that shit, man.
Yeah, man. And as for the next story, bro, uh there has been there's been some news on Kalisto and why he exited WWE, and here it is, man. According to Dave Meltzer, Kalisto was said to be unhappy about the fact that he was in a stable with Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado after finding some success as a singles wrestler before joining the Lucha House Party. Kalisto was a former U.S. champ and cruiserweight champ. He wasn't happy about being in the group and how they were booked on television. So WWE decided to split them up to pacify Kalisto. After the split, it appeared that Kalisto was set for a heel run because on TV he was presented in a very egomaniac. He was presented as a whoever wrote this does not know how to fucking write. He was presented on TV as an egomaniac, but the push went nowhere. Months later, he was given his WWE release. Metalik and Dorado are still under contract as a WWE tag team with their while their former stablemate sits and waits until he's eligible to sign somewhere else. I didn't see anything that was wrong with the group when they were in 205 Live, but they were a fun group. They were pretty good together. But anything after that, I could totally see why. Bro, their first feud on the main roster was getting squashed to Lars Sullivan. That was their first feud. Can you see why this man is upset? And the group could have been something, bro. They could have been something, man. And you can't blame him for being upset because think about it from his perspective, bro. You look at your group, just suck. They're booked like shit. They're booked like jobbers. Meanwhile, everybody in there is fantastic. And like I said, they're made to look like shit, and they're. What do I even say, man? They're just a traditional main roster booked faction. Okay? And think about this from Kalisto's perspective when you see your group doing this fucking bad. Meanwhile, you look in NXT and you see Santos Escobar in a pretty kick-ass stable, dude, with Phoenix, or not Phoenix, Wild. With Joaquin Wild and Raul Mendoza, and Legado del Fantasma, and then you look at your group and you're getting buried to Lars Sullivan, and anything to come after that wasn't the most ideal main roster situation, may I say. So you can't blame the guy. And yeah, I mean, this doesn't really come as a shock. Most of these people that got released, I'm sure, were creatively unhappy. But yeah, man, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. And yeah, man, they definitely did that group no justice. Meanwhile, like I said, all those guys are fantastic that are in the group. So yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Man, first of all, Kalisto, I get what he's trying to say, man, but I wouldn't call his singles run necessarily a success. You know what I mean? But
No.
Uh,
No.
especially
Hell
when he was
no.
in 205 by
Remember
himself.
remember when Kurt announced him as a member of the Cruiserweight division and the fucking crowd just
Oh my god, just
everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Everybody sat on their fucking hands. Yeah, oh
hmm
man.
god. But like, I totally get what you were saying, bro. That group was just so mistreated on the main roster. Like you said, the first fucking feud, they got buried to Lars Sullivan. Look how he turned out. So it's like, bro, they just fucked up with this group, man. And I understand why he left, bro. I mean, it does give me a hint to where I know he's not gonna go. He's definitely not going to AEW after not being a fan of factions. Um, don't,
I'm dead.
don't know if it's a faction specifically, but you can tell he kind of wanted to just do his own thing and just be a star on his own, man. But guess he's not going to AEW, man. But yeah, bro. I mean, Kalisto is a great talent, man, and they just truly, truly misused him, bro. He could have been way better than they fucking made him. And he could have been a really useful person on the roster, man. But I mean, on paper, I liked the Lucha House Party. They, before they got called up, they were good, bro. They were fun. They were great in the ring, all of them. And they just are treated like that, treated like jokes. Having fucking pinata matches every week and partying
Oh
and doing
god.
away Jose. Like, that shit was just so bad they had them doing that. But I mean, I totally get where Kalisto's coming from, and he's another one of these people where his release was a fucking thing he really wanted. So good for him, finally got what he wanted, bro. And hope he's great in the future, man, because clearly he's not going to AEW. But yeah, man, I wonder what this entails for the fuck uh the rest of the house party. I haven't seen them in a minute from what I can recall. I haven't seen them. I don't even know what brand they're on, to be honest. So hopefully they're doing something with them soon, man, because these tag divisions, they need more tag teams. So that's my thoughts on that, man. I mean, I totally understand where Kalisto's coming from, man, but I mean, it's being in that faction saved him a lot of singles burial. So it's a blessing and a curse for what he went through in the Lucha House Party.
Yeah, bro, for sure, man. Moving on here, bro. Uh we got news on SummerSlam, man. The biggest party of the summer. The lamest party of the summer, actually. I don't know why WWE ever consider calling it that. That is one of the shittiest book shows of the year. Out of
Oh,
their
always.
out of their big five, I wouldn't say it's the shittiest. I'd probably give that to Money in the Bank. Um,
I mean, yeah, probably Money in the Bank.
yeah,
But like,
and then
well, how much they hype it up, definitely the shittiest. They hype that show up way too damn much.
yeah, the last good SummerSlam I watched, bro, was I mean, there was the one where the Fiend debuted, but it was really those last two matches that were good,
That was
nothing else.
that was the
Um,
biggest SummerSlam moment I've ever watched. Is the Fiend
yeah,
debut.
yeah, and then obviously that Seth and Brock match that was really good after that. But good God, man, man, what the last good SummerSlam I ever watched?
Damn, I couldn't tell you. Then when I started watching, bro.
Hmm. I fucking 2013,
God,
you
oh,
know,
dude.
maybe. uh,
I like that.
I couldn't I couldn't even tell you honestly that I usually just don't really like the SummerSlams, bro. I usually
Mhm.
just our best rant came from a SummerSlam review. You know what I mean?
That bad.
Yeah, pretty bad. Anyway, PW Insider is reporting that there has been talks inside WWE potentially to hold SummerSlam 2021 in Phoenix. in Phoenix, Arizona, or Texas at an outside location in front of a crowd. How could there, however, this could obviously change due to the pandemic. Okay, so we're looking at Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, or Texas, man. Yeah, bro. I mean, those are both really good spots to do it for sure, bro. WWE could play the smart route, and if just in case anything happens, they should have did this last year. They should have rented out a beach
Mm-hmm.
and did SummerSlam on a beach. But I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I wouldn't think that'd be too bad. Oh well. Is there a beach in Arizona or Texas? I'm pretty sure, right? Those are both hot areas. There's got to
I'm
be
pretty
some.
sure.
There's got to be some kind of sand somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, Texas is on the Gulf of Mexico, so
Right.
I think it has some type of beach.
Yeah. They could still do that, and that's a pretty good way to separate people. But obviously, you're not going to get the kind of crowd you're looking for. For SummerSlam, if they're going outside again, they're either going to a baseball stadium or a football stadium again
Mm-hmm.
for one of these
One
shows.
or two.
Which, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how everything plays out. I mean, both of these locations are great for SummerSlam. Because the one thing I hate about SummerSlam is they don't switch it. They'll
They don't.
stay in LA for 5 years. They'll stay in Brooklyn for another fucking 7 years. Like, what the? Switch it up.
Something.
Switch
There's
it up,
something.
man. And that ticks me off, like, living in Chicago, because they could easily do SummerSlam here, and they could do it at Soldier Field. They could do it at White Sox Stadium. They could do it at White Sox Park, Comiskey Park, or they could do it at Wrigley Field, where the Cubs play. Or you could do it where the Chicago Fire play, the Toyota Field, I think it's called. I could be wrong, but where the Chicago Fire play. Obviously, you can't do it where the Bulls play or the Blackhawks because that's inside. But Chicago. I mean, it's not like you could do Mania here because it's cold as shit still. I would not recommend doing Royal Rumble here, and you definitely do not want to do Survivor Series here. So the not the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam is the only time you can come to Chicago and have an outside stadium for WWE for one of their big shows, and they never fucking do it because they're too busy in Brooklyn for 7 years in a row.
I hated that.
Doesn't make any sense.
Never got that fucking idea. They do shows in Brooklyn when it's cold, but not in Chicago. Makes no fucking sense to me.
Ridiculous,
Literally,
man,
bro.
ridiculous.
But
But yeah, bro. I mean, both these locations are fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these locations. I'm just glad. I'm glad that they switch it up. I'm glad that they're switching it up. Either way, whether it's Phoenix or whether it's Texas, I'm glad that they're switching it up. Nonetheless, man.
exactly, bro. I mean, oh man, did not care for SummerSlam at all, man. So seeing that they're actually going to do something this year or trying to with SummerSlam is nice to see, bro. Because SummerSlam every year it is the most hyped up show, and it always fails.
Yeah.
Literally, besides the Fiend moment and that other moment, that Seth match, couldn't tell you one great memory about SummerSlam. Couldn't tell you one. Besides those two, couldn't name a single fucking one. The whole time I watched this shit, man. It's SummerSlam's a bad. I don't like SummerSlam, bro. If it was up to me, if I had full reign over this company, I would replace SummerSlam with Bash at the Beach because SummerSlam is just it gives me no intrigue at all. They fucking hype the shit out of it. But this year, if they're going live, I hope they are. I hope they get through with it, man, because I do not want to see the Thunderdome for SummerSlam again. I really don't. It was fucking oh man. I hate the Thunderdome, especially for these big pay-per-views. Like I could fucking deal with it for these weekly shows. I understand. But for these pay-per-views, get some people in there, bruh. something, bro. Because I'm tired of looking at a bunch of fucking losers on a fucking TV screen. If you want to see people on a screen, I'm talking about wrestling, you watch us. Don't fucking tune into Raw live. You know what they're gonna see if they tune into SmackDown live? An empty seat, because I'll be fucking gone. I'll be going to do something else, bro. And that's what we're gonna see during SummerSlam. Who would fucking pay to be in the fucking Thunderdome for SummerSlam? Where do
I
you even
know.
makes no fucking sense, bro? But I hope they get fans, bro. It's either Phoenix or Texas. Wait, yeah, Phoenix or Texas, man. Um, First of all, I couldn't imagine what it would feel like to wrestle in an outside arena in Texas in August. I would rather not. If I was a wrestler, man, I couldn't do that, bro. Fucking hell, man. But yeah, bro. I mean, the location sounds good. It's finally a break from fucking Brooklyn, bro. I'm tired of New York being the fucking home of SummerSlam. That shit is fucking so tiring. It's the same thing every single year, bro. But it's New York. There's not even any fucking beaches. Oh, go ahead.
Especially because like think about that. It's bro. SummerSlam. I'm gonna say that again. SummerSlam. Why is that in an inside arena? It's
What do you do?
SummerSlam. Go
Be
outside.
do
Go
something.
somewhere outside. The
Turn into
Royal
mess.
Rumble's in a baseball stadium. Now, granted, they usually go to hot places where it doesn't snow, so it fits, but
Go
for some
somewhere.
right, bro, but for SummerSlam, I dude, I I don't get what's so hard about it, bro. SummerSlam.
Literally.
Why are you going outside for a pay-per-view that's in a cold month but staying inside for a pay-per-view that's in the summer?
Makes no fucking sense, bro. Never
Doesn't
understood
doesn't
that shit.
fucking make any sense, man. Does not.
Especially because when I think of summer, I do not think of New York. I think of Florida. I think of California. I think of Texas. You know what I mean? I don't think of fucking New York. Makes no sense, bro. That shit never made sense to me, and I'm glad they're moving out of New York for SummerSlam, man. But hopefully they do it in some type of outside arena, bro, or something themed out. All I want are some goddamn palm trees on the set. That's all I want for a SummerSlam. That's that's what we asked for last year. That's what we need this year, bro. I just want some fucking fake. I don't care if they're fucking obviously plastic. Give me some fucking palm trees on the goddamn set. That's all I want.
I know, right? Yeah, bro. Uh, okay, so now we're going to talk about Mr. Mark Carano. All right, man. So, Mr. Mark Carano, who was what was he? Oh, the former senior director of talent relations and Total
Mhm.
Divas, and Total Divas star Mark Carano. That is true. He was on Total
He was
fucking
a
Divas a
dick.
lot.
Hmm.
So I I used to watch a whole bunch of podcasts where these people would be like, "Oh, Mark Carano's Mark Carano's a dick, but in order to have that job, his job is pretty much calling people and like well, I don't know, I'm sure he has other things that he does, but a lot of the times these talents speak out well, when they're, not really speak out, but when these talent is telling their story, they
Hmm.
always say like, "Oh, Carano called me and let me go." So I'm assuming, other than these last releases where it was actually John Laurinaitis, we found out was the one calling people and letting them go, Mark Carano, most of the time, is the guy that usually does that. It calls people and lets them go. And all these people say, "Oh, Carano's a dick, but in order to have that job, you have to be a dick." Well, there's things like this that, did you really have to do that?
Oh,
Really?
it's just fucked.
So,
Hmm.
Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have revealed that a WWE employee has been fired after Mickey James, after after sending Mickie James her belongings back to her in a trash bag after her release, Fightful have learned that the employee that was behind it is Mark Carrano. So, Mickie James tweeted out yesterday, "Dear at Vince McMahon, I'm not sure if you're aware, I did receive my WWE care package today. Thank you. Hashtag always blessed and grateful. Hashtag women's wrestling matters." And it is a picture, and I'm sure everybody's seen it. It is a picture of a cardboard box, and inside the fucking cardboard box is a trash bag that has a green sticker, and it says Mickey. I could probably show you guys. I don't know if you could see it, but there it is, man. There it is. Probably can't see it because of the glare, but you could make out what it is, man. It's a fucking trash bag. And Triple H tweeted out, upon learning of the disrespectful treatment some of our recently released talent received on behalf of the company, we took some immediate action. The person responsible for this inconsiderate action has been fired and is no longer with WWE. Then Stephanie McMahon tweeted out, at Mickie James, I am embarrassed you or anyone else would be I am embarrassed you or anyone else would be treated this way. I apologize personally and on behalf of WWE. The person responsible is no longer with our company. A lot of people say this guy's a dick, but you have to be a dick to have that job. But did you have to do that? And besides, this is what WWE thinks about their talent. A trash bag. I mean, come on, man. But nah, man, this is fucked up, bro. Somebody like Mickie James, who, oh my God, how long has she been in this company? 04, well, not the whole time, but she originally started with WWE in what, 04, 05?
She was in there for a minute.
All that time, bro, she comes back in 2016 to have that match with Asuka. And then she was back with the company ever since then for the past 5 years. And this is how you send her gear back. And the reason I put talent in the thumbnail is because Maria, which I'm assuming that means Mike too, Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis came out. Well, Maria Kanellis, which I'm assuming obviously that means her husband too, came out and said that they had their shit sent to them like that as well. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised, man. This is what WWE thinks about their talent, bro. This is what WWE thinks about their talent. And yeah, I honestly am not shocked, but it comes to a point where your job requires you to be a dick, as they say, and then there comes a point where you're just being a shitty human being. I mean, come on, bro. You're sending Mickie James, somebody who's been in your company. Same with Maria Kanellis too. People that have been with your company on more than one occasion for a long period of time. Their clothes back in a fucking garbage bag as if it's worthless. Go fuck yourself, man. And what pisses me off is WWE. This story came out today. There is a thought. Keep in mind, it hasn't been a couple months. It's been a day. It's literally been a day. There is a thought in WWE. There is a thought that WWE might bring back Mark Carrano back eventually because he knows where too many bodies are buried. He was also impossible to take at face value. I don't know if you know what that means. What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
He knows where too many bodies are buried. You can't find somebody who's a little nicer to call people and let them go?
I would think I would be nicer if that was my job. I would try to be as nice as I can. The people I gotta be with, I would be like,
I know.
Man, I know it sucks, man, but like, how are you a dick at a dick job? If you have a job that makes you do a dick move thing, could you at least be nice about it? At least be like, yeah, man, I know it sucks, man, but there's always a chance you'll get rehired. I want to know what he says to them when he makes that call. Ha ha ha, losers! Your ass got fired. What does he say? What the fuck? I want to know what this motherfucker says because how are you not nice when you're firing someone? It's not like they're fucking over here being a dick. Well, he is, but it's not like most of the people who are fired are. Makes no sense.
And we always say this, man, but this is just another reason, this is just another reason why these people should not go to WWE.
Exactly. This is what
Plain and
happens.
simple.
You get sent a trash bag of your belongings. Bullshit, man.
That tells you right there what WWE thinks about their talent. Trash.
Mm-hmm. Trash. 100%. Oh, that's what they think. Bullshit, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah, bro.
sad part is Triple H and fucking JBL are out here tweeting, we have come to our attention. Bro, this has been going on for years. I don't know who else came out and said they got trash bags. Fucking Gail Kim, Jillian, fucking. So it was like a bunch of old women too. Not like old women. It doesn't mean it like that. But like older people that have been fucking gone from this company for years said that's happened to them. That is fuck. That's been going on for a long time. And you know they knew about it. You know they fuck. Bro, you know what did that motherfucker just keep a trash bag? Like one of those boxes of trash bags in his fucking desk. Well, just had to release Mickey James. Let me open this, let me grab this. Starts fucking like flicking it open and shit. Like, bro, how do you just do that without fucking feeling like an asshole? How do you send someone stuff in a garbage bag? Bro. Especially when it was a garbage bag in a box. Just put the shit in the box. Makes no fucking sense.
And you know, because they travel so much, bro. You know they gotta have some kind of bubble wrap or something.
You know it. They have bubble wrap. They got fucking luggage. They could toss it in a trash bag. You know, man. Ooh, bro. I'd be fucking. I'm surprised this hasn't come out sooner. Because I want to know who else they did this to, bro. You can't just send a trash bag out to someone with their shit in it. What kind of a... And then with fucking Triple H and Donald were nice or acting shocked. Oh my god. We're sorry that this happened. No, you're not. You fucking knew this shit was going on, bro. Oh man, that shit makes no fucking sense, man. I mean, like, bro, how do you let that happen? Man, and how are you a dick at firing people? Like, what do you say? Do you laugh at them? You say, oh fucking well, guess you gotta go be a loser on Impact. What do you fucking say to these people? I would feel like I would be so nice if that was my job. I'd be the nicest guy in the world. Like, you can't just, and now they're thinking about rehiring him because he knows where bodies are buried. Who is he, fucking QT Marshall, a fucking lobster? What are you talking about bodies? What is that a metaphor for? What does he know that he knows too much of? That fucking with all of Vince McMahon's crimes? Who doesn't know that? Watch a Dark Side of the Moon. You'll know that shit. Well, I want to know what that implied. What does he know that he knows too much of where he has to be in the
Probably
company?
scared of that motherfucker being on Talk Is Jericho.
They shouldn't be, bro. I can see his books from the next fucking months after this shit, man. But like, bro, first of all, how are you a dick and fire people when you send people shit in trash bags? So they joke, and it was like, damn, I guess that, well, what the fuck did they say? I guess they said, like, I guess the consequences of his actions were hefty, like the fucking brand of trash bag. I was like, bruh. How do you, bro, I want to know. He just kept a box of trash bags in his shit, in his desk.
He
just
starts flicking it open.
You have to fucking do that when you get the trash bag out. So you're just flicking it open. Well, you got their fucking ring gear sitting there. well, that's a sight I want to fucking see, bro. But if I worked for this, if I was Mickey James, I fucking busted my ass for this company, man. And that's what they do to me, bro. I'm sending a trash bag back, bro, full of some bullshit. Cause fuck that, I would not. And that is so disrespectful in so many ways to so many people, bro. That's fucked, bro. Good. They fired his ass. He was a dick anyway. Um, and hopefully they don't rehire him because whatever the fuck that means. Talking about he knows where too many bodies are buried. You know what was like, man, that could mean literal. That could be literal. No one mentions man, but that's my thoughts on it, bro. I just don't get it. It just makes no sense to me. This whole situation blows my mind.
For sure, man. For sure. Now, moving on here, bro. We got this news about AEW's Blood and Guts that they have for May 5th. First off, man, I want to talk about the news that came out about the show itself. So, it has been reported on, bro, that AEW Blood and Guts is going to be a one-match show. A one-match episode of Dynamite, meaning that is going to be the only thing that's on that episode of Dynamite. And I don't know about this, man. I don't know about this. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm always one to say this. Anybody who's watched this channel or anybody who's watched prior videos that I've made before we started this podcast, bro,
Mhm.
knows that I can't get into a match with commercials.
Same.
So it's making me think. I thought about this for the first time last night, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm sitting there thinking, and I hear this news, I'm like, oh man. I'm like, why didn't they save this for the pay-per-view? Because
Makes no sense.
this match is going to be flooded with commercials.
Flooded.
Ah, man.
They gotta make that episode commercial free. But what are you gonna do for the whole 2 hours if it's commercial free?
That's another thing I thought about, bro. They're gonna sit there and stall for 2 hours?
Imagine being there live. Oh my god.
Oh, that's not a good situation, man.
Not it.
Because like NXT, no commercials, 50 minutes. You know what I mean? AEW is going to have commercials and the match is going to go 2 hours. So with commercials and everything, that's probably like an hour 30. And another thing I'm thinking about is you, at that point, are 3 weeks away from Double or Nothing. Don't you think you could use that episode for build?
What are you gonna do for the last 2 weeks before Double or Nothing?
That in no way is gonna be a good situation. I don't know how this Blood and Guts match is gonna be, ladies and gentlemen. I want it to be good. I don't know why they're doing this on TV, bro. I was thinking about this yesterday. So, like I just said, you could have used that week for build. You're going to have these guys stalling for 2 hours, and on top of all of that, we're going to have to watch this Blood and Guts match with fucking commercials. Oh, God.
Dude, what the fuck?
Not a good situation, man. That's not a good situation. Like I said, I want this match to be good, but personally, I can't really get into these matches that are flooded with commercials. You know what I mean?
No.
I can't even tell you the last good TV match I really got into. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles last year was the last one.
I guess, yeah. Before that, it was something on NXT because they didn't have commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's why their fucking TV matches were so good because they weren't flooded with commercials. You can enjoy it. Just sit there and enjoy it without having to fucking watch hefty fucking garbage bags. So fucking Mark Carano's gonna buy them. You know what I mean? It's man.
His actions
Yeah.
were hefty. Got his ass.
Got his ass, bro. But yeah, bro, this concerns me. This is bad. I'm not. This could be really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
for sure. I agree. I
yeah,
agree,
bro.
man. Did you hear? I don't have this as news, but did you hear that Tony Khan wants to experiment with adding intermissions to their AEW pay-per-views?
What like? What do you mean an intermission?
Like
What would that?
you know how NBA has like halftime, where like everybody gets a rest. Doesn't make any
Mm-hmm.
sense, right?
Doesn't matter because they're getting rest in the back while they're preparing for the match.
Yeah,
It's not like every.
that's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is he acting like the same people are wrestling all night? Like everybody that's
Literally,
coming out is fresh. What the fuck do you need an intermission for? We
that
already have
makes
the
no
fucking eight. We already have a Hikaru Shida's match. What the fuck do we need an intermission for? I
sense,
mean,
bro. It's exactly though. Like what? That makes no sense. Everyone's taking. Only time they're not taking a break is during their match. When it's not their match, they're just preparing for their match. And after the match, they're just hanging out, waiting for the show to end. That makes no an intermission. That makes no fucking sense. What
I
are they
didn't
gonna
under
do?
I didn't understand it either, bro. He was like, "Oh well, if the fans want to get up and go to the concessions," I was like, if you've been to a wrestling show, most of those shirts are gone. So you better get your ass there as soon as you get to that fucking venue because
Exactly.
you even when you pull up early. Oh, can I have a large? And they don't even take the name of the shirt. You can't even point it out. Can I have a large in C2? Oh, it's all gone. What the fuck?
Like
I just got here. Nobody's here.
literally, all the fucking all the fucking neck beards just take the adult shirts, and their little tiny little kids all take the fucking smaller shirts right at the beginning of the show. You can never buy shirts. You know what I mean? So
So,
in, nobody
exact.
gets drinks and shit.
Oh no.
Bro, I've never seen someone at a wrestling show holding a hot dog. I've never seen that in my goddamn life. No, who eats during if you eat during a wrestling show live, you you are that stereotypical wrestling fan, bro. You're like, how do you do that, bro? You know, what do we need the intermission for? You know you gotta go piss before the show starts. That's what everyone does. And if not,
Right.
you find a match you don't care about to go pee. That's just the unwritten rules of going to a live show. Don't change that shit. Come on, bro. Your live crowd is one of your strongest things. Don't bore them out from a halftime show. What are you gonna do? Have a band play? I'm not fucking at a concert. I'm at a wrestling show. I want to see wrestling. I don't want to see fucking some random rock band they get to fucking come down and fucking sing some shit. It makes no fucking sense, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't get that either, man. One of my unwritten rules for wrestling shows, I don't get up. I don't get up.
Exactly.
I don't want to miss anything. You know what I mean?
I just want to sit there and enjoy the whole show. That's why I hate when shows are so fucking long. Because I have to sit there for so fucking long. Make it
Yeah.
short and sweet where I can sit down, watch it all live, and when I'm done, I want more. That's why NXT in 2018 was so good. Their pay-per-views were so good. They were short, they were sweet. You wanted more afterwards, and you got more during the next pay-per-view, and it was just a cycle. Getting what you wanted and wanting more, and that's why it worked. I
Yeah.
I could sit there for 2.5 hours during a takeover and have some of the greatest memories of my life, bro. But I don't want to sit there at a live show and have to fucking listen to some band. What? I'd be so fucking annoyed if we went to War Games. When we went to War Games, if in the middle of the show, fucking Poppy came out and started doing a live performance, I would have been fucking annoyed as shit. I'm like, bro, look at this. I'm trying to watch fucking War Games. I'm not trying to watch this shit. I've been so fucking annoyed. That is not a good idea, Mr. Khan.
Yeah, and besides though, like unless you're in one of those fucking skyboxes, why are you let alone eating? Why are you even drinking? Like
Literally.
like a pop. Well, Then again, this is coming from me. And if you've ever seen me or you at a fucking wrestling show, we're always jumping up. I'm gonna knock my fucking soda over. I paid $8 for this fucking pop. I don't want to knock it over. And you know what, man? And like Sir K said, bro, who the fuck eats at a wrestling show, dude? Like, bro, you will catch one of us at fucking Panda Express. This is if we're at Rosemont, if we're at Allstate Arena. You will catch us at fucking Panda Express, Culver's, fucking Steak and Shake, or just fucking dicking around in Target. Fucking just waiting for a ride. You know what I mean? But like why would I want to eat and then be up jumping around for the show? I'm going to have a stomach ache. What the fuck do I need an intermission for?
I'll fucking stuff my face and not even be able to sit up during the fucking show. Man. Oh, man. What fucking neckbeard eats during a wrestling show, bro? What kind of fucking... Oh, man. God damn. That shit. What is the point of intermission, bro? Everything that you would do during an intermission, you do either before or after the show. Makes no fucking sense. And I don't want them to interrupt my show with some random ass band. No shit, man. That is a really bad idea. Very bad.
Yeah, he said he wants to try it out for Double or Nothing. Then it's like, the people watching at home, what the fuck do we do? Go take a walk? What do we go sit on the porch? What the fuck?
You can go fucking... What? It makes no fucking sense. During most promo packages, that's when you leave to go to the bathroom anyway.
Right.
Like, and I'm fucking right down I'm fucking 6 feet from the bathroom.
And besides, all of AEW shows are 4 hours.
Oh.
So imagine, why the fuck would you add an intermission to that? So the show can run till fucking 2 a.m? I don't know why they start them at 7. I really don't.
Why? I do not like that. Start them at 6, bro.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Fucking 9 or 10. I don't want to fucking have to start the podcast every time at fucking 2 a.m. I hate that shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I agree, man. Yeah, dude. So anyway, that's that. And as for the rules for Blood and Guts, I know we're gonna get the rules on Wednesday, but it actually seems that they have been leaked. 2 men enter the cage for a 5-minute round. I'm guessing that's going to be Jericho and Max. 2 men enter the cage for a 5-minute round. Then every 2 minutes, another participant enters. Match officially begins after all 10 men have entered the cage. So we've seen 9 in a cage. And then the past 2-3 years, we've seen 8. Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually how War Games used to be back in, back in the 90s or 80s or whatever. It actually used to be 5-on-5, a 10-man. So this is going to be pretty cool. After all, match officially begins after all 10 men have entered the cage. This is where it gets different. WWE's War Games, first of all, doesn't have a top on it. This one looks like it's going to have a top on it. And WWE's War Games can end via pinfall or submission.
How's this one end?
So this is actually the traditional ending to how the War Games would have to end. The winning team is determined by making another opponent submit or surrender.
Oh, shit.
No pinfalls, no countouts, or by escaping the cage. I don't understand the submit. How can you not pin him, but make him tap? Submit. Well, I guess submitting is surrendering, I guess.
Yeah. It's harder to do submission because you gotta sit there while everyone's around you, and they could just kick you and end it. So I just fucking try your hardest and someone just kicks you and just ends it. But like, I get the submission and I think about it.
Right. Yeah, I get it too. So I get it because submission is kind of like surrendering.
It's a task to do. Mm-hmm.
Right. But yeah, bro, that makes me think. which one out of the inner circle is going to submit, and which one out of well, probably fucking Sean Spears, but are you going to have the Pinnacle lose?
Oh no,
I
you
wouldn't
can't have.
think so.
If anything, I see Chris Jericho being the ones to submit.
You
I could
think so?
totally. He's old. He could take the L. He's been taking L's his whole fucking AEW career, and not in a bad way, but that's just
Maybe,
how the rules go.
yeah, maybe I could see him with his new baby face persona.
I could just imagine. Stop it! Stop! I could just imagine him screaming that shit, bro. Just finally like giving up. Yeah, I could totally see Jericho being the one to fucking submit because I can't see they can't afford for it to do it Saturday or LAX, and I mean I can't see Hager doing it. So it's like that's the only option they have, and fucking Pinnacle has to win. So
Yeah. Should be interesting, bro. Should be
should be
interesting.
bro. Glad there's
I
a
like
roof.
I like that a lot. I like the
Mhm.
surrender a lot.
I
Uh,
really like that
yeah,
anticipation.
man.
At
That's gonna
first,
be
I
pretty
thought it was
kick
going to
ass.
be when you first said original rules. I couldn't remember the original rules. I thought it was going to be elimination. That would have been really cool. But I really
Yeah,
like
that
the
would be
idea of
cool.
submitting or tapping. And then I love that they're putting a roof on this one, bro.
Oh, I
And I
love it.
really like that. Like I love NXT, and if and the ruthless one fits NXT more. They're very high flying, but it's just a nice change because although AEW is very high flying, they when it comes to like extreme or death matches, they take those very like seriously. So good to see this is going to be some brutal ass shit.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome, bro. This is gonna be awesome. I really wish we would have got to see the Elite, bro, with Kenny and the
Oh,
Bucks.
bro.
Well, actually, only would have only been Matt, which was still would have been cool, and Hangman in there too. The only one that would have been like fucking okay, whatever is Cody, because I don't really see him doing anything crazy in that structure. But like
Crazy.
the Bucks, forget about Matt Hardy. Like me imagining the Bucks, like the Bucks in
Oh,
in
bro.
in War
It'd
Games
be
or Blood and
crazy
Guts.
shit.
Yeah, which kind of sucks that when they were gonna have it, they were gonna do Matt Hardy instead of fucking Nick
Yeah, that's
Jackson.
fun.
Thinking
That would have
about
been
it,
weird. But
yeah,
like, I really like this. I think they have a good matchup this time. I really like
yeah,
all the
yeah.
people in it. It's gonna be
Oh yeah,
really great.
oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. FTR is gonna be kick ass, dude. They're
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
kick. Sammy Guevara, bro.
Sammy
LAX is gonna
Guevara,
be fucking cool.
LAX, fucking
Wardlow and
Tony,
Jake Hager are gonna have like a cool like bring a different a different
next
style into that match.
them tossing
And then there's Sean
motherfuckers,
Spears.
and Tony's
Oh
gonna try and
yeah.
work his way out of that somehow.
Oh,
He's gonna
you
find
know
himself
he
stuck
is.
in the middle. He
Oh
fucking
yeah.
always does.
This motherfucker can't keep himself out of the fucking ring.
His old ass, bro. And the saddest part is, he moves better than Elias and The Miz, even at his old age. That's sad.
Yeah, yeah, you're not
But
wrong.
yeah, bro, I mean, I'm just scared because on paper, this match is going to be amazing. Like the way they're setting up the match itself. But like, it should not be a solo on a Dynamite, bro. I would
No.
do first half of Dynamite normal. If they are going to do it on Dynamite, they should do it on pay per view. But if they're going to do it on Dynamite, first half of Dynamite normal commercials, the second half full blood and guts match commercial free, and that's how you should do it if you want to do it on TV. It's got to be commercial free during the match, bro. I don't want to hear fucking JR talking about picture to picture every fucking 15.
Oh,
And
bro.
JR is going to commentate it.
Oh, I was just thinking, dude. Ah, Morrow should be fucking calling this,
Tomorrow.
dude.
Peace, bro. Imagine tomorrow calling these spots, bro. They got to hire him up, bro. They got to get rid of JR. JR is just inside. I'm gonna have to, bro. And it's fucking tough match. So I'm gonna have to hear $2 steaks fucking that whole fucking night, man. I'm fucking scared. That shit's gonna. I'm scared. Like on paper, the
Uh,
match itself is gonna be could be amazing, but all the other elements they're fucking up, man. They should not. That would not be doing it that way.
yeah,
Fuck that.
yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah, that, Yeah, that honestly, you only need about an hour for War Games, but since they're doing 5 minutes and since they're doing 5 minutes for the first two guys, and then they're doing 2 minutes instead of 90 seconds, so it's probably not too much time, but it's gonna take a little bit longer to get everybody in there. I would give them like an hour 15 commercial free, not two
Commercial free.
hours, not
No.
2 hours, because NXT could have a great War Games match in 40 minutes to an
Yeah.
hour.
Shorter and sweet, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So don't have it drag on, bro. And even if that episode's commercial free, are we gonna have a fucking match, a 2 hour long match? I'm not watching fucking New Japan. I don't want to see a 2 hour long match. I mean, I like my shit short, sweet. I like it fucking, man. Quality over quantity. Don't make it too long, bro. They're already doing that with their pay-per-views. Don't do it with fucking their biggest match of the year so far.
Kenny and Okada, they've gone 500 minutes. Holy fuck.
How the fuck, what do you do for 2 hours? What do you do? Oh,
I don't
man.
know. I don't know.
Fucking-
I do not know, man. And like I said, they could use that 45 minutes, promo packages, this and that, whatever.
Exactly.
All right, man. Moving on as we wrap things up here, bro. While talking to BT Sport, Daniel Bryan talked about his pro wrestling career, especially in WWE. Daniel Bryan added that he is also trying to wrestle in other wrestling companies, and I quote, "It'd be interesting to see if I could wrestle in different companies and WWE. That's something I'm trying to weasel my way into right now." Laughs. Obviously, in quotation marks. And now, listen. Regardless on if they... Now, let me break this down for you guys. So, Daniel Bryan... Okay, so Daniel Bryan wants to wrestle elsewhere, right? Mm-hmm. What the fuck do you think, Where is Daniel Bryan gonna go wrestle outside of WWE that WWE would allow him to? Impact? No, because who are they in cahoots with? New Japan? No, because who are they in cahoots with? Ring of Honor? Why would Daniel Bryan want to go back there? Who is there? Who is there to wrestle? Who is there to wrestle? So, let me get this straight. Was he going to go to Evolve? Oh, they're not even a thing anymore. That's fucking NXT now. Where is he going to go? Where is he going to go? Where do you think he was trying to weasel his way into?
We don't know.
And besides, whether they want to let him weasel anywhere, his contract's up at the end of August this year, September 1st, just like it was in 2018. He signed a 3-year deal. And apparently, I found this out from JD, but apparently, Daniel Bryan has been very, depressed on Total Bellas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's been...
man.
And think about this, bro. Daniel Bryan's story came out that Daniel Bryan didn't even want to be in the main event of WrestleMania. Now, Daniel Bryan's a very selfless person. So, how do you think Daniel Bryan thought about that? How about this, man? How about this? This is my theory. Well, if I'm going to be leaving soon, I don't want to take this spot from anybody else. Can anybody else, am I stupid, or does anybody else see Daniel Bryan being that kind of person that would say something like that? Since he's leaving, he would rather give the spot to somebody else. It's just a Daniel Bryan thing to do. You know what I mean? And now, the icing on top of the cake, next week on SmackDown, Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns. And if Daniel Bryan loses, he's gone from SmackDown.
Come on, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we made it.
Daniel Bryan, I think the reason they put him in that main event spot at WrestleMania is to try to persuade him to stay. Because they're not going to be on dirt with Daniel yet, because they know he's that big of a name.
Mm-hmm.
They know, well,
They
if we
can't.
treat him like shit, we're going to make his decision easier to make. So why don't we make it harder to make for him and put him in the main event and see how he feels after that?
Mm-hmm.
That's his second main event of WrestleMania. So why don't we try to make this real hard for him? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Daniel Bryan
Wow.
could, my opinion, honestly,
I think he's out.
if I'm being 100% honest, bro, I think this man might be gone. I think this man might. I know you. We know he's friends with the Bucks. We know he's friends with Cody. We know he's
No.
probably dying to stand across a ring from Kenny Omega. You
Mm-hmm.
know Jericho loves him,
Oh my God, yeah. All of them. He
bro.
loves Coach. Fucking. Come on, man.
Dude. And you just said he loved Brody. What did they? Big Show too. He's good friends with Big Show. Don't you think how great they have been treating Brody's family and stuff was also a pretty easy decision to make? This guy always said, do you think he wants to spend the last 5 to 10 years of his career wrestling main event Jey Uso? Wrestling Otis? Shaking hips? Or do you think he wants to stand across the ring from Kenny Omega? From a Sammy Guevara? From a Darby Allin? Come on, man. Daniel Bryan, this guy wants to wrestle. This guy wants to wrestle. Apparently, he is, and this is just how I take it, apparently he's just a bit tired of wrestling the same people.
So,
I think this man wants I really think this man wants a fresh start, because Daniel Bryan has been facing the same fucking people since August of last year. So if you're DB and you take a step back and you think about that, you're like, do I want to spend the last years of my career wrestling the same exact people when there are very good wrestlers that are in North America that are in the same state as I am, just miles away? We all know Daniel Bryan loves to wrestle, bro, and you are bullshitting yourself if you think that this guy does not want to get in the ring with fucking with 95 to 100% of AEW's roster.
literally.
Come on, man. I think this guy's leaving, man. I think this guy's leaving.
Same, bro. And for Daniel Bryan, it's not even on petty shit. He just wants to go and experience matches with different people, bro. That's all of it. If there was no AEW and people were going into WWE and being treated good, he would 100% stay in the company because he would have an influx of people to face. But he doesn't, especially with their fucking diminishing roster and all the evidence, his contract coming up and wanting to wrestle other places. And we all know just the kind of person Daniel Bryan is when it comes to that in-ring work. You know what I mean? Now what happened tonight? If when he loses next week, he's going to be banned from SmackDown for the rest of his life. Come on, bro.
And
that's just getting him on SmackDown until putting him on Raw until his time's up.
Right, and another thing with Bryan is I feel like the way he would look at that is, well, if I'm leaving, let's not hog up the summer with me, and let me just keep doing this SmackDown creative.
Exactly, bro. Because he's been on TV. This whole thing right now is trying to give Cesaro his spot. That's all he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like joking around, like, oh wow, all night he's talking about Cesaro should get the spot, and he just takes it instantly from Roman. I think even
Cesaro told him to take it.
Exactly, and in kayfabe wise, I think he knows he's going to lose next week, and I think he wants to lose next week. I think that's his plan, to lose next week. So storyline wise, Cesaro can get a spot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, and he might be banned from wrestling on SmackDown. What if they make him a GM again, and he gives Cesaro the spot? and he says, "Yeah, you're gonna wrestle Cesaro at Backlash and WrestleMania Backlash." That could happen. He could spend the last of his time in this company as a GM, even though he doesn't want to, bro. And that explains a lot about WrestleMania because during Royal Rumble time, we all thought Daniel Bryan was supposed to get the Royal Rumble spot, and they shafted him for Edge. Now, I think they wanted to do Edge and Roman, not Edge and Roman, Roman and Bryan, and Bryan wins Rumble. I think Bryan rejected that. Now look at how it is now. I think Bryan rejected winning the Rumble so someone else can, and they gave it to Edge. So there was that, man. But it all makes sense, bro. They're trying to get him to resign. And like I said, it's Daniel Bryan. It's not on petty shit. He just wants to. He wants to do what John Moxley's doing right now. John Moxley is everywhere, doing everything right now.
Yeah.
He's in boxing companies. He's in fucking New Japan. He's in
CZW.
CZW. He's doing it all, bro. That's what Daniel Bryan wants. Something like that, bro. And that's what I think he's going to go do, bro. Because Daniel Bryan's just that type of guy. And AEW, clearly, through what happened with Brody and how they treat his family, he knows that he can have his family secured, bro. That's family security. That's personal security. That's him living his dream in the ring. Come on, bro. It's a whole point that Daniel Bryan's leaving, bro. And I think he is, bro. I think come August, he is going to leave this company, man. And I think he's going to go to AEW. He's going to go to New Japan. He wants to go to fucking, I don't know why, but probably Impact. He wants to go fucking, I don't see him doing death matches, so I hope not death matches.
Oh
so
my god.
Tell you, but bro, anywhere this guy can go, he's going to want to. He was held up for how many years having to sit at home because they wouldn't let him fucking wrestle. That is years to him of pent up matches. He wants to just go out and get through. He wants to make up for all that time he lost in the ring, bro, and that's what he wants to do. Because this independent scene is bigger than it ever could be, bro. New Japan, Impact, even ROH a little bit. AEW, of course, basically the whole AEW roster. Fucking so many companies, bro. AAA, fucking, and NWA. These are all places that Daniel Bryan would love to wrestle, and people he would love to wrestle against. That's all he wants. That's all he wants to do is wrestle, bro. And they hinder him to do that for so many years. He's gonna want to make up for lost time. You could tell that's all he wants to do. In this company right now, he's giving other people opportunities, but he just wants match. Daniel Bryan doesn't even want championships at this point. He did the biggest achievement ever. He main evented WrestleMania and won the title when WrestleMania was still relevant. That's the biggest fucking thing someone could ever done so far, and he did it. So it's not about championships that much, not about that. He just wants matches, bro, and that's what he's gonna go do. And him leaving SmackDown next week, obviously he's losing that match, or they're gonna prolong that fucking match. Fucking his contract coming up, wants to wrestle other places. Daniel Bryan's gone, man, and I can't wait to see what he does when he leaves, bro. I genuinely, now I always had my doubts that Cesaro would resign, and obviously now he did. But with Daniel Bryan, bro, it's not only a gut feeling, but all the evidence points to him just leaving.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah,
definitely,
dude.
bro.
For sure, man. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say, man.
Same, man. Fucking hasn't been fucking news besides this shit lately. My God.
Alrighty, man. So, once again, another smooth stream in the books.
Thank God. I don't know what the fuck that was.
What do you know, man? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this edition, episode 54 of the news and of the Notorious Hills podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it has been a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
I certainly.
And that is going to do it for episode 54 of the Notorious Hills podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys next week with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.